Hey, welcome back. So in this lesson today, what I'm going to do is talk to you about what to practice. A lot of times people will start practicing things and they'll start putting, a lot of scales and a lot of chord things and what have you. But, is that really helping you? Well, let's get a close-up and I'll show you. Practicing scales, I think, is a great idea if you're trying to learn the scale, okay? Now, say for example, let's do the G major scale. So if I'm learning this scale, this is what I want to do. I want to go very slow and I want to be very rhythmic. Okay, and I would encourage you to use a metronome. Now maybe you want to go through some other scales, like maybe the pentatonic. Okay, and I think that's a great idea as well. Now, here's my disclaimer. I think you should go through scales in your practice only when you're trying to learn them, okay? If you just sit down and you're only going through scales up and down the neck, I guarantee you when you get out to play and the pressure of people watching you and your bandmates are, waiting for you to do your thing, you're going to resort back to what you've been practicing. That's why I think it's very important for you to practice something that you're going to play, okay? If you practice scales, chances are you're going to know your scales really good, and I think that's a great idea. However, good productive practice, you're going to practice something that you're actually going to be playing, okay? So for example, maybe there's something that you're having trouble with. Maybe you're having a difficulty with just a simple lick. Okay? Practice that lick. Okay? And, practice it up the neck. Go all the way up and just practice, the very thing that you're actually going to be playing. So now in this lesson, I'm going to leave you with something that's going to be helpful for you when you practice. Here's one thing that I really think is really important, especially if you're going to be soloing. And if you haven't yet checked out my beginner's solo, I got 3 lessons on that, just doing some very basic things, but it's teaching you some very good concepts. So let me take one of these concepts and let me share this with you. So now I'm going to do this here let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do a C minor. Okay, so it'd be like a C pentatonic. Okay, but I'm going to start down here. Okay, I'm going to start down here with the 4th pentatonic position. Okay, I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to go, 1 finger per fret. So 1, 4 on the E string, 1, 4 on the A string. Okay, now I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to slide up to the 5th position, okay, of the pentatonic. And I'm going to repeat that same 1, 4, 1, 4 here on the D string and the G string, okay, but I'm in the 5th position, okay? So let me show you this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, slide, okay? Get my fingers out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing an octave higher. Now that I'm here, now I can do this. Okay, and now I can go see, now I'm right here at the C minor pentatonic. Okay, so again, okay, now why do I focus on these runs like this? Partly because I can do things like this. I can stop off wherever I'd like and I can noodle a little bit. So I could do this. All right, there you go. So remember, if you practice scales, then you're going to be good at playing scales. But if you practice something that you're going to be playing in performance, then you're going to be good at playing during your performance. So that's pretty important. You know, find some of those runs. I'll have quite a few other little runs and other little techniques that we'll do. Did this little minor thing that was kind of fun to do. I'll put a jam together as well for you later on, and you know, you can review that and maybe spark some ideas. Hey, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Hess Guitar here on YouTube. Also, I do have that free course and some other resources at hessguitar.com. All the links are below. Also, I just got into Patreon. I have a Patreon account if you'd like to go and check that out. I've got some things on there, $1 a month, and gives you access to things that are not going to be on YouTube or the website. You know, some really cool things. Hopefully that'll be helpful for you. Plus, you know, if I get enough participants, I'll be doing live lessons as well and doing some streaming, and that's going to be a blast, man. We'll get we'll light up the streaming community. Okay, hey, until next time.